Everyone, back with another video, and quite a few things to go through today, so I'll try to do it quick. I just got a really cool piece in the mail today, this 1996 Kobe Bryant rookie starting lineup, if you will. You'd be surprised if you haven't been tracking starting lineups lately, how much something like that cost. A pretty penny, I'll just leave it at that. Let's start, though, for my diehards, a little vintage baseball. I was showing somebody my Ernie Banks collection the other day, realized I did not have a 62 top, so got a VGX. Just got in to buy it now. It's got really good color, good eye appeal. Came in packs of 62. A low grade Bobby Bonds second year card. For those of you who know, Bobby is Barry's dad. Great player of himself. I think it was in the 30-30 club. Just missed getting the 40-40 club back in the early 70s. Dave Smith, just a common and a mint 9. I bundled most of these in that I'm going to show here in a 4 Sharp Corners auction. A cool Mattingly from the 86 highlight set. I won this one for 99 cents. Cool Topps traded Ricky Henderson. I like that. It's kind of reminds me of his rookie card, although he's batting left in that. He's batting right here because he's a switch hitter. But a really cool Ricky Henderson traded. His first card back with the Athletics, and I think Topps tried to kind of make it similar in that batting stance to his rookie card. I like that. I was just telling Larry from Philly in a message there that this guy is way undervalued, just like Steve Carlton in my last video. Randy Johnson, I picked this up for under 10 bucks. And the upper deck, you see what Griffey's upper deck has gone. I think hopefully maybe Randy Johnson, that 89 upper deck will be the marquee card for his collection. This is a cool insert from A-Rod. I like the old 90s Mariners cards between Griffey, A-Rod, and I guess Randy too. Big Mariners fan. Actually, here's a SGC card from around here. The second year, look at that shine on that. It's the silver. I think you got one silver in every pack of SP, but look at that babyface A-Rod. Just beautiful card. Beautiful. Here's a little bit more modern, Well, I used to be modern. 10 years ago, I remember busting the packs of Bowman, looking for some Bryce Harper cards. Didn't find any. Here's a Bowman's Best Prospects and a 10. This just came in today. I've been trying to pick up a little Harper here or there. He's been, been a pro for almost a decade now, and he's proven that he has a special talent. This guy as well, a great hitter. Didn't have a great season last year, but I wouldn't sleep on Yelich either. All right, let's talk a little bit of non-PSA slabs, non-SGC. Here's a Mark Jackson. Why Mark Jackson? It's because was it the Menendez brothers, Lyle and Eric Menendez, that murdered their mom and dad, unfortunately. Interesting story behind this card. Like, nobody even knew that it was, like, they were even on it until a few years ago. Somebody pointed it out. And this is one of the as far as the common, one of the hottest cards in the hobby. I did a best offer from somebody just because, and I'm glad I did, because one sold in this GMA 8.5, like through 2 days later for 2 times what I paid for that. Just an interesting piece of history. Never thought I'd be buying a Mark Jackson 90s hoops, but sometimes it's about the story on the card and not the card itself, and that's the case with that. Here's a cool Michael Jordan Topps. Once again, if you're wanting to battle the high prices on cards that are not that not high end, get them in a GMA holder. I'm fine with that. They're not giving 10s to everything, so for a low end cards like that, I'm totally fine getting them in a GMA versus PSA or SGC. Here's a cool card. Don't even know what this is. I just bid on this on a pre-war card collector. Sorry, pre-war card collector auction. Got 2 of them. Here's a really cool. This net asset's really tough. It's from the 96 Skybox EX 2000. Got it to buy it now. Best offer. Won this one in auction. Second year KG Topps Finest. Going from rookie to second year, this is probably the largest drop off of any player I can think of. His finest in a 9 with the peel from 94 would, it's like a $400 or $500 card. Who knows? It goes up $100 every day. And this is like 1/100th of that. It's like $4 or $5 card. It's just the year after Finest, but because Topps Chrome is so popular in '96, kind of steals the thunder. Whereas Finest was the AKA Finest card you could get in '95. Here's another GMA Bowman's Best Ray Allen rookie. Got quite a couple of those PSA slab. Let's go a little vintage football action. How about Lyle Alzado times 1, 2, 3. This is probably the best looking one. I didn't really try to buy all these. I was just putting minimum bids on them and somehow managed to win them all. That's the thing with that 4 Sharp Corners auction, is that closes so soon. You have to pre-bid. You can't like bid as you go. So, you know, if I knew I was only going to win one of those Lyles, you know, I didn't bid on the other 2, then I risked the shout of losing out on all 3. So this was, I think, also from the 4 Sharp Corners, I believe. Steve Largent, 3rd year. Here's a guy that gets not a lot of love. I mean, Brett Favre, and he was one of the best quarterbacks. I remember as a kid rooting for him. But this stuff can be had for under $10, you know, where you look at what's you can't even get a prospect for $10 nowadays, raw. All right, granted it's from a junk wax era, but Calvin Johnson just been announced as a Hall of Famer. I picked this up before he was announced as a Hall of Famer. Not a high-end card, but a cool card. It shows that turn back the clock to old school Topps design. Okay, home stretch here, last stack. Here's just a common 74 Topps LaRue Martin. Love that 75 vintage basketball set. Here's a card I really wanted as a kid. KJ, affectionately known, a really good point guard that nobody even knows about. This dude could do 20 points, 10 assists a night. Was one of the best guards in the Western Conference. Kind of that tweener between when Magic started fading and when Stockton became the all-time assist guy. Here's an interesting card, a low-end Jordan. Shows them the story this tells. This is the Jordan 6s. This is the first time they were unveiled. The All-Star game in '91, you see they have the flags on there. That's because we had just invaded Kuwait to drive the Iraqis out. And Desert Storm / Desert Shield had become Desert Storm. Desert Shield had. That's a cool story. I remember being in 8th grade and watching with bated breath as that went down. Another Alonzo Mourning rookie from '92. The other rookie that's a Hall of Famer from the '92 class, other than Shaquille O'Neal. Boy, what a great center class that was. And if Shaq hadn't been there, maybe Mourning would have been considered the best big man of that decade. Of course, history is history, and Shaq is no doubt the best from that era. Hoops, Steve Nash rookie. Adding to my Nash collection. The next one is from a same seller. I did a buy it now on a couple of these. Just a beautiful flare metal. The Skybox Premium. You look what Kobe's cards have done, and they're just going through the roof. And you know what? I think, you know, Steve Nash's cards, Ray Allen's cards, Allen Iverson cards, all those '96 rookies seem to be popping and having great returns right now. It's just fun stuff to collect, though. I like that Skybox Z-Force. I'm glad to get this one. I hadn't had this either, the SP. It's not a very imaginative card, but it's a great portrait, I guess, of Steve Nash. Here's the prize of that lot was the Ultra. These are tough. These are very condition sensitive because the corners, there's no, the darkish borders and corners, they really show flaws. Cool card. All right, continuing with that '96 class here, the one and only Allen Iverson, #1 pick. These are the mail-in redemptions, so you'd get the lucky 13 card and say you mail this in and you got pick #1. So Allen Iverson was the #1 pick, obviously in that draft, and well deserved, even though there were 3 other Hall of Famers and some really other good guys like Steph Marbury, Antoine Walker, Jermaine O'Neal. Another one. I bought these 2 at the same time. I think I paid $55 for one. And I could tell somebody had posted theirs looking at that $55 price point. And I thought, that's too low. So I bought them both. All right, here's a lot of these. Really nice looking dirt card. I bought these all from the same seller. you know, he had them priced at a very decent price, and he had quantity. So I just hit him up and said, hey, what's the best deal you can do if I sell all of them? And he sent me some pictures of all of them to make sure that they were the Lighthouse label, so I didn't get one that, you know, with all beat up case and stuff. Great seller though, great communicator. He went home, took pictures after work, sent them to me, gave me I think $3 off each card, and the deal was done. So I got quite a few of these. A big believer that Dirk cards will explode in the future. He's really out of sight, really out of mind, but really good. There's another one. And 5 of them in all. They're all very similar, all nicely graded in their Intimate 8s. That is all I've got for you. This right here is foreshadowing things to come, as you'll see in some of my future videos. Everyone, I appreciate your posts, your comments. I'll talk to you again soon.